Hello, Honda S2000 lovers. In case you didn't know, there's a deformed version of your car. And this was done by Wonda Coffee. Let's see. This is a freebie that came on top of a can of coffee. There was a Unos Roadster as well. And also MRS, a Copen, and a Cappuccino. In fact, I think I have all those. I may have reviewed at some point in time. So yeah, there's a can of coffee around that size, and this is just taped to the top of it, and it's called Wonda. Okay. So the deformation on this is different from Choro-Q, but it's clearly deformed. It has such small wheels, it's very comical. Yeah, very, very funky. Alright, let's get a closer look here. This front wheel is so small and also really gappy, so I'm going to swap those out. The body itself, though, is a metallic charcoal, dark gray, very nice. S2000 printed very legibly. The headlight and the Honda badge printed nicely. There's some black paint in these vents. Door handle detail looks okay, fuel filler. The taillights are printed nicely as well. And then the tail pipes have a depression, painted silver. That badge is nice. This is a tab for the bottom. They got the third brake light detail, and then silver and red for the interior. So all in all, I mean, this is a freebie that came with a can of coffee, which couldn't have cost much in the first place. Looks like it's been played with. So can't complain too much about that. Alright, I like that Wonda actually tells you this is a Wonda. The Kirin ones, the Suntory ones, they don't tell you the brand on the bottom, so I'm always guessing. Alright, that's a standard size Choro-Q motor. I'm going to save that for a different project. There's side tabs. You got to pull these sideways to get the motor out. Come on. There we go. And then I got to pry this wheel off. Well, get some pliers maybe. I'm never going to use these wheels again, so they're too small to fit anything else. Well, then again, I should probably not say that. Yeah, I'll just put them somewhere for now. Alright, I have a Choro-Q motor. This really vibrant one, but since the body is opaque, you'll never see it. So get that tab. There's the construction of the inside if you're curious. Tab in the back. Get my hand screwdriver for the front. Alrighty. So 3D printed wheels. These are actually from a Nissan Skyline race car. The R34 race car. They should be white. But they actually look very similar to these Honda wheels. So why do, I'm not going to sit there and 3D print new ones. These things look pretty, like 90% like the photographs. And then the Choro-Q tires fill in these gaps a lot more, so it doesn't look as off-road like, It looks more like it should, which is odd to say about a cartoon car. And then I'm using poster putty to mount those. You could have them steer or camber. Actually, that's the wrong kind of camber there. I want a camber like this. Okay. I think it's good enough. Alright, let's look at a few other deformed cars. So from Choro-Q, we have a really ugly painted S2000 from some sort of race collection or something. Toys Dream Project is the guys that's funded that livery apparently. Here's a more normal colorway, although it's kind of crazy in its own right. And I bought these 3D printed wheels here. I think these are NK RPF 01s. But this metallic in certain light, it looks very cracked. See right there? But in other angles, it's perfectly fine. So you'd be mindful of that. And sadly, the taillights are not painted on that one. Alright, a few other Hondas. Here in the NSX. the facelifted version. I 3D printed my own wheels for this one. This is a Choro-Q from 2002. Here's an old classic Honda, the S800 I think it is. Yeah. And this is from 2004. And this is another brand called Tiny Q. This has steering, it has treads, this base is metal if that matters to you. It's still a pullback toy. It's got printing in the wheels. Look at all the details, although I did add this sticker of a license plate. But in particular, I like the clear headlights and the chrome light buckets behind them. And then it has mirrors and all. They're just awesome. Alright, that's enough spin time. We got Edna. She's color coordinated with this particular toy. Well, thank you for watching. So, you know, you can hop on eBay if you really like these deformed things. And the Wanda ones and the Kirins aren't too expensive because they're free, right? I mean, someone just had to buy a can of coffee. So they're not rare, and they're pretty cheap. The Choro-Qs are always expensive, though. They're highly inflated when they're new, and then they get even more expensive after that. Well, anyways, it's a unique part of the hobby, that's for sure. If you might, well, you might just call it silly, actually. But they're meant to make you laugh, and they do, for me. So that's why I like them. I'll see you in the next review, then.